That's right, and I imagine that SANDAG will be hearing a lot of different opinions, not just from people who live in Del Mar, but you also have a lot of people who commute from North County. They take the train to downtown. So the mayor of Del Mar says this is the largest transit project that the county has ever seen, and that SANDAG needs to make the right decision.
The question is how to provide train service to the county. And we're not asking that the train not be there. We know that it's going to be there. We just want to make sure that it's done properly.
And Del Mar Mayor Dave Drucker says most of the people he's heard from are in favor of Alternative A, and that would move the tracks into a tunnel closest to the 5 freeway. He says it would open up Penasquito's lagoon, and it would have the least impact on people in Del Mar. He says SANDAG also needs to consider all the people who visit their beaches, all of the businesses that could be affected. Alternative A includes the longest tunnel of the 3 options and is the most expensive, and it could also take the longest to build. Alternative B is the straightest route. A tunnel would run underneath Del Mar. Alternative C has the shortest tunnel and is closest to the coast. Jamie Townsend lives in Del Mar, a couple blocks from the beach, and she's in favor of Alternative C.
It basically does spit out right there at Jimmy Durante, and then if you just start tunneling from there, that's what makes the most sense to me. It does seem like if the closer you get to the coast, the more opposition you're going to have from the homeowners, because they're the richest homeowners in Del Mar.
We just don't know what the consequences are yet. We want to see what this environmental impact statement is going to look like and then make a decision. You know, it's Del Mar is consistently having to protect itself from outside forces.
And that meeting begins at 6 p.m. tonight. It is at the San Diego Marriott in Del Mar. If you cannot attend, that is, but would like to submit an online comment, we have a link at cbs8.com. Just click on this story. Heather and Anna?
Yeah, Kelly, a lot of people are asking, though, what is the timeline on this proposed project?
Well, the environmental review is expected to take at least 18 months. From those 3 options, they'll narrow it down to 1 and come up with a design. Then they'll be asking the federal government and the state to give them money essentially for this project. It could cost up to $4 billion, but the goal is to have this project finished by the year 2035.
Wow, when you just talked about the timeline and what needs to happen, that seems 2035 seems really ambitious. Kelly, all right, we'll be watching. Thank you.